Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're still going to talk about Total War Warhammer, but we're going to have a different type of conversation, that of the topic of possible content. So without further ado, let's begin. We are nearing the end of the life cycle for Total War Warhammer 2, and as far as we are aware, we have been told by Grace from CA, unofficially of course, that they're more or less looking to do 2 DLC packs before the end of Total War Warhammer 2 until we move on to Total War Warhammer 3. This was stated in the recent Total War Reddit Ask Me Anything, which is on screen right now. The question asked was, could we have an idea of how many DLCs are left for Warhammer 2, even if it's subject to change obviously? Can we get a rough estimate of how many more Lord packs are remaining for Total War Warhammer 2? Would be nice to know where we are in the life cycle of Warhammer 2. And Grace responded the following: so, with the caveat that this is a rough estimate, we're aiming for 2 more Lord packs for Warhammer 2. However, please do keep in mind that this was planned before the pandemic. Sorry, I need to avoid that word just in case. But moving on, she continues, and as I always say, development is subject to change, so nothing about this is currently set in stone. We covered this briefly on our Reddit recap video, however, I feel that this deserves its own video so we can actually discuss this in length. So as far as we're aware, they want to do at least 2 more Lord packs before moving on to the 3rd game officially. And by that I mean the 2 Lord packs that are left, barring the pre-order incentive, which we can all assume is going to be there for Total War Warhammer 3. We've been told to expect news on one of the Lord packs in May, so it's safe to assume that that is actually quite near completion. But regarding the second possible Lord pack, it's very possible that it could also get scrapped. This is obviously understandable. They're a UK-based company which is currently in a very heavy lockdown, and it has been confirmed that the teams are now working from their respective homes, which can be a bit of a problem. I know myself, considering that I'm working from home at the moment, and it's not the same. It's really not the same. We've already seen some developers from some other different companies already announcing delays, and it's more than possible that this could happen here. So let's look at the possibility of the second Lord pack being cancelled. I believe there are 2 possibilities here. The first one, and most likely the one that nobody would want, is the idea gets scrapped altogether, we don't see the legendary laws, the units and the new mechanics, and we'll be left wondering what could have been. The second possibility is actually a bit better. Whereas yes, the Lord pack gets cancelled for Warhammer 2, but it could be possible that the idea gets moved on to Warhammer 3, or the possible Lords and units could be split into different DLCs. I don't mean individual DLCs, but I mean that they could have a new theme to them instead. Honestly, the second option to me is the best of the 2. We'll still eventually get the content, but we'll have to wait a while longer. Obviously, I'm just talking about the worst here. We do actually have a little bit of hope too, where the team has been asked how it's going for them working at home and so on, and they've replied as follows. First, Bash from CA is quoted as follows: working from home is in operation and has done quite well. Obviously, we can't go into too many details, but the art team seems to have adapted quite well with minimum interruptions. And then lastly, we have a quote from Mitch, which goes as follows: I echo what Barsh said, and I also want to give a shout out to what our IT department has managed. We went from all of us in an office to all 600 plus people working from home in a matter of a day or 2. It looks like everyone from Creative Assembly is home and safe, which is obviously good news, and they're still continuing to work, which, you know, is quite impressive considering the circumstance. It is important to note that if a Lord pack does get axed, it is very likely that there might be some issues with Total War Warhammer 3 and might actually be delayed. The great thing obviously is we don't have a date to look forward to, so we won't be aware of this. I know it does suck with the idea that we might face a very long content drought, but hey, these things do happen, especially given the pandemic. That being said, we might get a bit more information from Creative Assembly in regards to Total War Warhammer 3 or something. It all really depends. But do be prepared for a content drought in case of the eventuality. Do you guys think there'll be a delay, or do you think there'll be some content axed? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and let's start a bit of a discussion, shall we? Just a quick heads up before we go into the outro, a big thank you to everyone who recommended the SFO Grimhammer mod series for me. Honestly, it's amazing and I've been playing it a lot recently. Thanks for the heads up guys, and if you know any other mods that might be quite enjoyable, let me know please, because I'm looking for more stuff to keep me busy. But with that, my friends, we've come to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, might I suggest giving the video a like, or even subscribing to the channel, as it really does help us out. In the description section below are various links to different social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram and Discord, where you can get in contact with the Great Book team. Also in the description section below is an affiliate link with Element Games, where you can buy loads of hobby-based products, not just Warhammer, for 10 to 25% off. Purchasing using that link and also using our special code, which is also in the description, supports the channel at no extra cost to you, which we think is rather cool. A big thank you to our patrons, your support means the world to us. Honestly, it's amazing that people want to help a small channel like us grow and get to a higher level of content. A special thank you to our patron Gibraltar LUSC for subscribing to us at our fame level. Honestly mate, you're super cool. And a big thank you to all of you for liking, sharing and commenting on these videos. Honestly, the channel's been growing a lot recently and it's all thanks to you guys. We can't thank you all enough. But with that, my friends, thank you so much for watching once again, and we shall see you all again very, very soon. Have a good day.